I wish. Ooh, it's a hydration situation where the locker room comes to life and the X's and O's meets the I's and U's. You want to show some love to this channel? Like and subscribe to it because you're going to like this topic today about Deshaun Watson. I wish the Cleveland Browns fan base. I wish the public, the fans, and the media. I wish. Boy, did this one get mixed up. And I understand where it went. I've had an Achilles injury. I've been booed. And I've certainly been accused. Let's get into this. But first, make sure you log on to projecttransition.org and help us educate and empower these itty bitties. Go get it, Biscuit, as we give them exposure and experiences, as you guys can see. Look at that belly right there. We help these kids see different pathways to success, different pathways to making their dreams a reality. So help us educate and empower these itty bitties. Okay, let's not waste any time because, boy, this one is a crazy one. We got to talk about Deshaun Watson. And Deshaun Watson found himself coming out to his crowd, wanting some love. But on the way to the stadium, he had to read stuff like this. The Cleveland Browns need to stage a mutiny against who? Me. Who? Deshaun Watson. Damn. Woo. I've been through it before where I sucked for a team. And boy, do not turn on your radio. Don't watch TV, and don't read the paper. There are things as people that we learn through experience. If you touch a hot stove, you burn your hand, but then you learn, okay, don't touch the stove. The Cleveland Browns didn't do that. You know what they did? Let me show you what they did. Cleveland Browns decided that they wanted Deshaun Watson to feel the pain like Method Man. Bring the pain. And introducing Deshaun Watson. Y'all get the point? So from there, what they gonna do now? This is Deshaun Watson in the game after being booed, after hearing that they need to stage a mutiny.
He's gonna maintain possession. You see, boy, you see the buckle of his right leg. My goodness.
You see that snap. And
He gone. Okay. At this point, everyone should feel conflicted if you got a heartbeat. No? You don't feel conflicted? You don't feel like, oh, I just saw somebody go down. I feel for them. I hope they're okay. You didn't have even that. You didn't? Beat it up in the comments. I want to know why. Because this is, if that didn't get you, this should. Right here. Let's go.
Just an unbelievable scene. Deshaun Watson carted off the field. This was seconds ago. Players from both teams giving him words of encouragement. You see the emotion outpouring from Deshaun Watson. Unbelievable.
Okay, so right now, I know how my people rock. Some people are like, a little bit of that karma, boy. What you talking about, boy? You lost your Achilles. I wonder why. And then there's some people who are sitting there saying, man, look, accuse whoever he is, come on, y'all. You got to have a heart. You got to feel for the dude, no?
It was harder with the reaction that the fans gave. Whether it's an opponent that goes down or one of our own, we don't boo. We don't boo the guys that are injured on the field, especially, with the extent where the card comes out. We should be ashamed of ourselves. As Browns and as fans to boo anyone and their downfall. To be season-altering, career-altering injury. Man, it's not perfect. He doesn't need to be. None of us are expected to be perfect. Can't judge him for what he does, off the field or on the field, because I can't throw stones from my glass house. But we need to do better. We need to do better on the football field, and we need to do better as fans for having some empathy for a man who's doing the best he can and did the best he can up to this point. And we have to be better.
Okay. Now let's talk both sides. Because there's one side that says, yeah, you're right. Who's throwing stones from their glass house? None of us are perfect, and we all know that. But I think the problem with saying that, and even the timing of saying that, is the fact that most of the people you're talking to, Myles Garrett, are in a position where they're not being lauded they're not being praised. They don't have guaranteed contracts. They're not playing in the privileged NFL. So even though you're imperfect and they're imperfect, so you think you got something in common, they don't see it that way. So as soon as you shoot that shot, it's an air ball. Because people are sitting there like, look, the struggle is real over here. Oh, by the way, I'm also imperfect like you. But at least you got something that can give it some window dressing. You got something that can cover it up. You got better makeup on that pig. Look at that lipstick on it. That's Myles Garrett up there. We all know that we've seen fallen soldiers before on the field of battle, as they claim. Going down with an injury is a part of the game. We've also seen guys off the field fall out of grace. Yep. We've seen guys on the Cleveland Browns before. This ain't nothing new. But as you're trying to tell me how to respond, how to act, how to feel, guess what, big dog? I don't feel you, because we ain't got the same things in our life that make us feel the same way. Just letting you know how that sounds. Now, if you're on the other side, you're like, man, look, you talking all that empathy, that sound cute, but look, I'm about to ride on this fool. You're looking at it like, oh, this dude, all of that assumed innocence, presumed innocence, even though it's allegation after allegation after allegation, which in this country, it seems like allegation is almost guilt, just based on your character. But many allegations, I don't give a damn who you are. Come on, dog. Everybody ain't lying. That's usually the rule. That's usually the response. Everybody lying, even though we kind of know, yeah, if you give one person a good enough lie, a lot of people will say it without even fact-checking it, right? It's happened a lot of times. You could go places like Duke Lacrosse. You could go places where you say, oh, the Trevor Bauer. You could go places where you're like, people accuse you. You can have many accusations. You can have one accusation. Point being, hey, man, that dude ain't the same as me. That dude ain't the same as you, Myles Garrett. Why are you sitting up there defending him? I got smoke for you. So since you want to defend him, you know what we do in this country. Oh, you want to play defense? Well, let's play a little offense. Let's go. Social media is destroying LeBron James over his controversial tweet following Deshaun Watson's season-ending Achilles and others. Okay, so Jameis Winston got into it. Y'all want to hear what J-Bo got to say? Let's hear it.
Raised, I was taught to love no matter the circumstances, especially for people who do right by you. I'm grateful that I had a chance to serve Deshaun, but I am very upset with the reaction to a man that has had the world against him for the past 4 years, and he put his body and life on the line for this city every single day, regardless of your perception, regardless of what you thought should happen with him. He committed every single day that I've been here to be the best that he can be for this team. And I know I come from the deep South, Birmingham, Alabama, Bessemer, Alabama. So I know the standard that hungry fans want. But the way I was raised, I will never pull on a man when he's down. But I will be the person to lift him up. And that, all of us have unique experiences. All of us have circumstances, conditions, and facts that we face every single day. And I pride myself in being a man of increase and being a man that wants the best out of everybody. I tell myself every morning what I want for myself, I want for everyone. And I do not want the treatment that Deshaun Watson has received from these passionate fans. I know you love this game. When I first got here, I knew these were some amazing fans. But Deshaun was treated badly. And now he has to overcome another obstacle. So I'm going to...
Yeah, I think they cut you off, big dog. Like, whoa. Golly, this world is so conflicted between the ideal and the real. Now, they may rhyme, But, boy, they don't go together all the time. What Jameis Winston is telling us is what we should aspire to do. Because be real, it benefits us all. So that when you see someone down, you lift them up. Because guess what? Oh, your ass going to be down one day. Oh, for sure. And you wanted someone to lift you up. But the thing is, there's something like the ego, there's something like circumstances that talk to you and dictate that you don't need all that at this present time. I was listening to someone who was talking about how people run to God, run to religion when they're in despair. Well, when they up, I'll holler at you, God, because they start feeling God-like. So what Jameis is talking about is ideal, but what y'all feeling is real, which is, hey, right now, I done spent some money on these end zone seats. I'm in shouting distance. This fool is down. He got a checker pass. Boo. And the boo ain't just because he down. When he ran through the tunnel, boo. What y'all talking about over here? Acting like I'm brand new with this boo. This boo been here. I don't want that guy as my quarterback, and I don't want that guy lead my franchise based on the character that I assume he has, based on the allegations that he has settled. Partner. Okay. We ain't done. Remember, we got to go find out what LeBron James talking about. LeBron James says, Cleveland fans. Boy, did LeBron mess up his moment when he went to Cleveland and won that championship. Cleveland, this for you. He didn't time it right. It was almost there. Y'all know how much we've been through throughout the years, both good, bad, and indifferent. With that being said, booing anyone that's down with an injury, let alone your own player, is lame AF. To the ones who didn't, shayo. And more didn't than did, but guess who gets 90% of that paragraph? This world weird, man. Ain't we weird? We always focus in on the negative. When I read my comments, I always try to respond to the positive ones. Negative ones, I don't respond to at all. But I read them, and they be right here. I be like, what this fool so deal? What the fuck? Shit, the bow, see me. I ain't fighting nobody. But, boy, when you see me, you're going to realize you ain't fighting nobody either because I'm big as hell. Deshaun Watson is not a victim, and we shouldn't act like he is. Headlines. Really? We should? Okay. He's not a victim. We ain't talking about in life. We talking about right now, this fool. Why are we writing these articles? Why am I doing this video right now? Why are they booing him right now? Well, because he's not playing well. And because... guess what? The dude lost an Achilles. I wish I could show you. If I was flexible enough, I'd show you what happens when you lose your Achilles. But let me tell you what it feels like. I was doing some workouts, and I stopped to talk to the old lady neighbor. Now, this is me in my nicer phase, because I should have been gangster with her. I'm like, look, lady, you see me working out? She walking by, she's super slow, super old, and I lived on a hill, so she was struggling. And she trying to get by, and I'm working out right in front of the crib. I'm doing some stuff, like some hill work and some some inclines, all the kind of stuff. I'm getting it. And the old lady start walking by. I could hear her bones cracking. Sound like you stepping on old wood. And I'm like, damn, it sounds like a roller coaster. And I was like, oh, hey, Stella, whatever her name is, right? And long story short, and it was a long story, about 18 minutes it felt like, maybe 20. I think I timed it, was 18. Okay, Marcellus, you keep working out. I'm like, all right, like, I don't want no more cookies. That's why I'm working out. Keep giving me them cookies. And my athletic self at the time, who had been an athlete since I was 7 years young, who'd been a pro athlete since I was 21, 2-1 homes, gonna work out again. After a 20-minute break, I decided to go level 10 intensity again, get on them inclines. And then it went like a NASA launch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm living in Manhattan Beach. on the Strand. Not braggadocious, just letting you know Rosecrans runs from Compton to Manhattan Beach. Let's just say, wasn't expecting to hear a gunshot. Wow! And as I'm running, I keep one foot in the air because I was holding on to this pole doing these incline simulations. And my foot stayed in the air. I heard, bah! And I looked, turned around, I was like, what the? Desensitized partly. Like, I should be on the ground ducking and scared. And I'm like, who busting? Who? And I'm looking. And then some said, hey, big dog. Hey, do me a favor. Put your other foot on the ground, homie. As soon as I did, it went like this. Nah. Dead. I said, oh! Because I knew the gunshot, once I couldn't feel my leg and my foot, Achilles tear. And remember when Kobe tore his Achilles and they hit the free throws? It's weird. It is a very debilitating injury. Oh, you gon' know you hurt, but you don't feel it. I tore my groin off the bone. I tore my abdominal wall, hamstrings, quads. Oh, you feel them. You dang. The Achilles is weird. But I tell you what you do feel about a year off. You just start crying. You just start saying, damn, because you knew 5 seconds ago you were working out like a dog. And now you a puppy needing some milk because you ain't doing nothing. It's the worst. Anyway, I ain't trying to make y'all get sensitive or not sensitive to Deshaun Watson. That is on y'all. But I am going to go through this. So now you know who going to jump in. Oh, they going to jump in. You can hear the voice. Let's go. Let's go.
See, here's the problem.
Who's that?
Is that football players, we know that they're wired very differently. And they're speaking to the Deshaun Watson that they see in the locker room. And what they're incapable of doing, and what they didn't do, is that they're being, at the same time, very insensitive to the women that Deshaun Watson may have possibly assaulted.
Somebody gets hurt on the football field, and I talk about the injury, my teammate, and what he represents. That's not wired different. And if that is, we all need to be wired different, not the same. Now, look at me. I'm a football player. Of course I'm going to say this, but I don't care if it was Jamil, my homegirl. Jamil, I don't know, you get laryngitis or something. You can't speak anymore. You can't do what you do. I hear you always out there talking racial. I don't agree with most of what you be saying. I know the words that be coming out of your mouth don't be making sense to me sometimes. And if you go down, I got you. Oh, no, I can't talk to that? Well, I ain't never did what Deshaun did. According to Deshaun, he didn't do it either. That's what they say.
Or women, period, who are looking at this like, I'm sorry, did he, when you call being accused of sexual misconduct, assault, abuse over 2 dozen times, that is not a unique circumstance. Well, that is not overcoming an obstacle. Those are situations and problems you, with your conduct, possibly created.
That part.
That's a totally different story from what they're talking about. And for Myles Garrett to call him a model citizen, look, guys, I understand that's your teammate and you're going to ride for him, but you don't need to make this man sound the way that you made him sound. Like, he's not, none of.
Question, how to make him sound then? Like, before that, you remember when Deshaun Watson was feeding the whole stadium, the cafeteria? He was feeding the cafeteria workers, buying them gifts and all that. I know it could have been cover, I know, but I just don't know how you make somebody sound. When we all go to funerals, you know how they sound. Dude killed 10 people, but he finally got shot up, and you at his funeral, and that's your cousin, and everybody talking good about him. I don't know how to act.
This was forced on Deshaun Watson. People were happy to love him as a football player and as an upstanding person. He is the one who changed all that. If y'all are all about accountability the way that y'all say, then you need to be accountable to the fact that it is possible that this man has done something so heinous. And you are talking about his character when it's like, something ain't adding up.
Okay, you're right there. Like, we ain't got to make this a character conversation. Yeah, that was a little too much syrup, too much sauce. You ain't have to do all that. They just say, look, I'm this dude. The way I would have played it was like this. I feel for Deshaun. I know the road to recovery is going to be hell, but I know he can go through the fire because he's been going through hell. Self-inflicted or not, y'all can go. Y'all can put everything else in italics and quotes and all that. I'm just gonna say that the dude about to go through it, and he been going through it, so he gonna get through it. He went through it and got guaranteed contract, highest paid player at the time. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. The whole character part, it almost seemed like people were, and to Jamel's point, some of his teammates were just holding on for a moment till they could finally put some shine on him because they were like, yo, y'all going too far. And maybe just the booing when he's down is the too far moment, and everybody snapped. Everybody's like, dog, you may not even like Deshaun, but you're like, come on, y'all, because you know you could be in that same position. And that's what's crazy. The people booing, you could be in that same position. I wonder if remember you got caught stealing at work, and they gave you a second chance, and then all of a sudden the machine falls on your foot? I wonder how you want people to respond to that. Well, I tell you how people in Cleveland are responding to this, at least the media is Deshaun Watson's NFL career over? 3 reasons why Browns quarterback's Achilles injury could signal end for former star. Well, you know how we read on this show. We get to it. We don't see quotes. We like numbers. Deshaun Watson isn't a very durable quarterback anymore. Number 1. Yeah. Look at this. Watson, because of his sexual very durable quarterback. They can't even talk about that. Okay, but the point is, yeah, he ain't Jaden Daniels no more. He ain't Lamar Jackson looking. They both black, all of them black. That's it. That's the only thing he got in common with them. He ain't running no more. Deshaun Watson's off-field risk now far outweighs his on-field reward. Yeah, I mean, because now you're going into character and whatever, but now you add injury, you add insult to character with injury. Man, Deshaun Watson won't be appealing as a willing backup either. Oh, he's going to fall into that Kaepernick role where, you're a little too much in terms of, as they say, personality, the noise that comes with you, a little too much for our team if we don't know you're the man. T.O. found himself in that position, all different reasons, of course, but the point is they find themselves in those positions. Why? Humans, man. It's human nature, man, to kind of get detached from the ideals and to get detached from what's real. Because as I always give, the best example I can give you that calibrates me to learn that I always got to give empathy, even though I'm going to keep it 1,000, is this. I get on the airplane, and I'm sitting down in my seat, and next to me is a person who doesn't want to talk to me. That's fine. They got their headphones on. That's fine. I hope the volume's up because a lot of pretty girls at the gym have their headphones on. Volume's not too high because they want to hear everything going on about them. Girl, right? So anyway, I'm sitting there. You know, there's a couple of times where we could have had that casual contact interaction. You don't want it. That's fine. I'm sitting here on the window seat. I got to go to the bathroom. You don't even give me eye contact. You just move your legs sideways. That's fine. I got space. It's first class, homie. Then I come back. You just, that's fine. And 2 things always happens. Either A, somebody's like on that bathroom wall, hey, how you doing, Marcellus? What's up, man? What's up? Okay. The Jets going to do it. Or will you? Then next thing you know, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, they do this. What you want to talk to me for now? Caught the vapors. Or this one. We sitting there chilling. That little turbulence. When you up or when y'all down. Catch that? When you're up, when I'm the one or we down, what's up? That's why Jay-Z said that verse. You don't know who your friends till you both got it. When we first got here, we both had it. You ain't falling with me. You ain't fooling with me. Deshaun Watson just learned another tough lesson. That because he's down and they ain't down with you, big dog. All love, man. I just hope the dude heals up and gets to play again and play well. Oh, he was stinking up the joint. I did those videos. Look, I could separate the real from the fake. He was sorry on the field, just not playing well. We know it. Many a reasons. Y'all try to justify all the reasons. It was a line. It's Kevin Stefanski. The sucker done won Coach of the Year twice. Man, look, Deshaun been going through it. This is going to be like something that he can restore himself from. He's going to take time away. Handle your life. Get your mind right. Get your heart back in this fully, and then come back better. All right, we'll see how that goes out for the injured Deshaun Watson. And make sure I can call out your name. Make sure you guys log on to projecttransition.org like Rachel Lindsay. Y'all know who she is? I do. That's the homie, too. Made a one-time $250 donation supporting Project Transition. Great woman there, and she was a bachelorette, right? And she does a podcast with my dog, Van Lathan. And look at these itty-bitties. Let's keep showing some itty-bitties. Make sure you help us educate and empower the underserved. These kids are out there. Look at Matthew Hatchett getting this football skills camp, one of our many exposures and experiences to help the itty-bitties go out there. All these guys are former pros, college, high level, George Reister, et cetera. We got some big dogs out there. So much love to you guys as you support the foundation. All right, go get that again. What's up, y'all? It's Marcellus Wiley, founder of Project Transition and proud gym member. I'm excited to share with you an opportunity that will support our kids on their mission to making their dreams a reality. At Project Transition, we believe that real change comes from consistent action and support. That's why we invite you to join our powerful gym membership program that is making a difference every single day. As a gym partner, by giving every month, you'll fuel our mission by providing monthly support that turns into real empowerment and education for underserved youth. Your commitment reduces school dropouts, nurtures communities, and funds impactful programs like the Rising Stars Academy that we share. Together, we can turn potential into prosperity. Join the group of community champions driving change. Your contributions will help aid success by providing essential educational resources, building critical life skills, and fostering community strength. There's no better feeling than knowing your support will ignite hope, foster dreams, and empower the next generation. Join us today and be a part of transformative change. Help our youth become greater than their greatest excuse. Become a gym partner.